Welcome, everyone, to the Bradley Center. We're in downtown Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, for an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Houston, still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
Checking out Houston, boy, they've been one of the big stories of the early season so far, and for all the right reasons, too.
Yeah, that's right. They've been better than anybody could have predicted to this point. They don't have a lot of star power, but they play together. The pieces seem to fit, and they were flying under the radar, but all of a sudden now people
are ready to go. The starting five on the floor for the perimeter. There's Isaiah Cannon, then there's Monty Eunice, and it's Black in at the center, filling out the middle.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, Clark, I think the more points they can get inside today, the better off they'll be.
Now, here is Knight. And Middleton kicks to Parker. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available. Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys. They often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on a basketball court.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin McHale gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Knight following the score by Trevor Ariza. Here's Canaan. Black slams it back in.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
And the foul goes on Isaiah Cannon. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Middleton dishes to Parker. Here's Middleton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. That's good. Knight's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Canaan. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Harden. Larry Sanders grabs the miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Harden gets the bucket.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Bucks trail by 3. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Knight kicks to Sanders. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Here's Canaan. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Here's Ariza. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Cannon kicks to Harden. Jumper off the screen. That is good.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Knight kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Middleton. From outside, off the mark. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
I'll tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Now, here is Harden. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Bucks obviously did not have a great season on the court, but off the court there was some big news as the franchise was sold last April.
Here's Knight. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, shooting as poorly as they did, there was very little chance they were going to win that game, guys.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in the game that I saw. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys became contagious and became a cold night for everybody.
And so it's Houston with it. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Feeds it to Cannon. Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot up. And stolen by Knight.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
It's Harden with the drive. Kicks it out to Ariza. Dishes it to Moniunas. Here's Cannon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Ariza. The Rockets with another miss. And with the Bucks and their sale, new ownership, what is important is that you notice that it's a local group and they're continuing to really get their tentacles within the community.
Well said, and that's always helpful when you have ownership that's there present and invested in the local community. And there was a lot of fear in Milwaukee that the team could be on the move, but those fears were put to rest.
Harden's shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Knight tries to snap the cold streak, and it's laid in by Parker. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
They picked this team apart a couple of times. They squared off with them last year. On paper, they weren't evenly matched, and on the court, they weren't either.
Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Houston making some changes.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. Second in steals, second in opponent field goal percentage. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
Yeah, they just play hard, Clark. They play hard every single night, and that's really shown in those steals totals that you talked about. They really attack the offense. They try to make every possession a difficult one. And when they're on their game, they're forcing turnovers, creating havoc, and then getting out in transition.
Now here is Garcia. His last outing, he had 8 points. 6 to shoot. Here's Daniels. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down. Steve talked about last year when they met and how the differences existed between the two, and maybe the same this year too, Clark.
Well, that's the way you would expect it to play out, Kevin, but this is a different season. It's early, and we still can't be really sure if the makeup of these teams is the same as last year, so I think we're going to see something a little different.
Daniels with it. Now the feed to Terry. They set the screen, and the layup's good off the glass. Terry's got his first points of the night.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Mayo, the pass to Dudley. From 15 feet away, and no good, trying to use the glass. Now here's Terry. Right now averaging 7 points a game. And Henson sends it back.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Garcia. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
A moment here now to take a look at some of the numbers for O.J. Mayo. He's averaging 11 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. As you might have expected them to be, Clark, the Rockets were very good on the road.
Well, with the way that team was comprised with multiple threats on the floor offensively, it's no surprise to see them excel on the road.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mayo's got his second basket of the night. Here's Terry. Left side, Terry. Garcia dishes to Terry. That one wide left.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Mayo. Pass to Ilyasova. 6 to shoot, and he jams it with authority.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, you know, the less said about the Bucks at home this last year, the better. It was a season to forget, and their play at home was very forgettable.
1:07 left to play in the first. The pass to Terry. No one near him. That's good.
Bucks with just 10 wins all year at home a season ago. They knew it would be a tough year, but I don't think they thought it would be that bad.
Here's Walters. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Henson. Ben in on the left. Bucks lead.
The pass was the key.
Gone. Well, the
at home.
Shot clock. It's Terry. He's got 6. Bucks by 3. Here's Walt. Henson. They said, and that's not going to go. And offense pretty Milwaukee up 3. And in moment with the start of the second quarter.
Tune in next Thursday for Pelicans go up against Curry and the Golden State Warriors live from Oracle Arena. Be there.
A closely game as we start the second quarter, and let's quickly down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Really good sign. The way they started this game out, getting a lot of
baskets. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Rockets trail by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Then there's Isaiah Cannon, and it's Papanicolaou in at the 4.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Here's Knight. James Harden picking up that last basket. Knight passes to Parker. Second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
After a 2012-13 season in which Larry Sanders received the 3rd most votes for most improved in the league, not to mention a 4-year, $44 million extension from the Bucks. Steve, a lot was expected last season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot was not delivered. Injuries and various off-the-court issues kind of made it a season to forget for Sanders. So this year will be one of redemption. He needs to find that form from a couple of years ago.
And that one's good. Dudley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Harden dishes to Ariza. No good off the back of the rim.
And Sanders, tearing a ligament in his thumb during an off-the-court scuffle early in the season. It cost him 6 weeks. And he just put together his best game of the season when his stray elbow fractured his right orbital bone and put him out of commission once again. Tough break. Some of it self-inflicted, some of it bad luck.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, with James Harden as one of the league's top scorers, it's easy to forget about his playmaking ability. As Kevin McHale has said, he sees stuff you have to be a very, very gifted player to see. He makes plays where you go, wow, that was a heck of a pass. Guys, because he's so aggressive attacking off the dribble, he creates a lot of opportunities for others.
That's what the Rockets love, Doris. Attack basketball. Thank you.
And for Sanders, the injury's unfortunate. I think some of the off-the-court decision-making issues were even more of a concern for the Bucks. They've made him a big part of their future, and they're hoping they can rely on him moving forward.
Now Harden. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. Black the pass to Papanicolaou. Count that one. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Now Bayless. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. Can't hit the putback. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Black, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He has 6. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Knight kicks to Parker. Parker left side. From 12 feet out. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Jabari Parker, considered by many to be the most NBA-ready of any rookies. The son of an NBA player. He's got a great IQ for the game. He can shoot, pass, and great character, too. He's humble, grounded, very committed.
Well, and Parker, maybe the most skilled and well-rounded freshman in college basketball last year. He played a number of positions. Clark, where do you like him best? You watched a lot of film on him. Small forward, power forward, what's his fit?
I really think he's just a forward. You look at the opposition you're facing, where do you have the best advantage with him? His conditioning level has to be at the highest level for him to be most effective. But I love his overall package. He can drive, he can put it on the floor, he can shoot it, he can rebound. I think he's going to be better defensively as long as he commits to conditioning his body.
Here's Canaan. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Harden. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bayless. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Now here's Yunus, covered by Parker. A shot by Harden, wide open, and it's all evened up. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And here is Knight, right now averaging 17 points a game. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Pachulia. It's stolen by Ariza. Ariza, right side. Pass to Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 12 points in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
That's right, Clark. And the other thing we've seen is great work on the offensive glass. We're seeing second chance points for this club.
And here's the fast break. Ahead. Yunus passes to Harden. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Milwaukee needs to do a better job guarding against Harden.
12 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Free throw good from Harden.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. Really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
And Harden is a great passer, but last season at times it seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. So talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated, but this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston does.
Here's Middleton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Harden outside. Passes it to Ariza. Launches it. That one goes. Count it. Ariza's got 5. And you think of the superstar 2 guards who have won titles over the years, whether it's Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles or Dwayne Wade in Miami, Steve, they've all gotten after it defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's where Harden has to take the next step, in my opinion. When he's locked in, he's great. You know, he's got the long wingspan, he's got the strength. It's just about having that focus and that energy, that intensity that you need at the defensive end.
The 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Parker.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Here is Harden. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Cannon kicks to Yunus. Back to Harden. Lots of room. And Pachulia pulls it down. Bucks have gotten a little over 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Brandon Knight last season traded for the other Brandon Jennings. They swapped teams, and Knight ended up with the Bucks. So far, so good. Knight over 2 years younger, and he had his best season yet.
And for Knight last season, you know, he upped his rate of scoring and assists, all while lowering his turnovers. That's a nice combination there, showing promise as the Bucks' point guard of the future, perhaps.
And Brandon Knight regarded as something of a combo guard coming into the league, a shooting guard's game, Steve, and a point guard's body.
Yeah, but it's encouraging to see his progress, you know, improving his assist-to-turnover ratio every season, and with his work ethic, I think he has a chance to make that adjustment to the point guard position. Brandon Knight spent 1 season at Kentucky, now in his 4th season in the NBA. Still young and a hard worker. Fearless on the court. I think a lot of upside still there for him.
Now here's Terry. He's got 6. Daniels with it. Back to Terry. With the fadeaway. Kept alive by Houston. Dorsey, that's good. And so it's Milwaukee with it. We talk about Brandon Knight's scrappiness. He ended up on some posters trying to make the right defensive play.
I think you and everybody else remembers that DeAndre Jordan dunk. But you got to give him credit. He was trying to make a defensive play and ended up getting posterized. But I like his effort at that end of the floor.
Rockets leading by 3. Terry dishes to Moniunas. Terry kicks to Daniels. Fires from deep. That is good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
1:51 left to play here in the half. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Henson sets a screen for Mayo. Back tonight, kicks to Ilyasova. Right side, Mayo. Here's Henson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Well, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing and their offensive flow. I think they need to get back to that.
Here is Daniels. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. On the wing, Terry. And it's Terry again missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Ilyasova passes to Middleton. Drills the three-pointer. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Daniels kicks to Garcia. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Over the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Bucks rank in the league stats. 3rd in steals, 11th in opponent field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
Yeah, let's go back to those steals for a second, Clark. I think that's such a key aspect for this team's success because when they get out and really pressure teams and force mistakes, that allows them to get easy shots at the other end offensively.
Moniunas misses from close range. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside Mayo. Henson dishes to Knight. Feeds to Mayo. 3-pointer. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 5 assists tonight.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
There's the pick. Daniels passes to Terry. To end the run. That's good. Terry's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Now, here is Knight. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. In a tight game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Brandon Knight. Brandon, how do you break down this game so far and what you guys need to do in the second half?
You know, we're moving the ball really well right now and, you know, really finding an open man. So, you know, I got to congratulate my team in the first half just on, you know, moving the ball and really playing unselfish. And but the main thing is getting stops, and it's going to come down to getting stops to win this game.
All good things to sustain for the second half, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Rockets trailed by 3.
You know, it's really been this way for a few years when you look at the Rockets. They have been fantastic.
And there's Sanders, and it's DonDizzz in Milwaukee right now.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Well, the Rockets did well against the Eastern Conference last year, as you might expect. 23 wins out of 30 games, and getting to the line, Steve, was a part of it.
Yeah, in fact, they averaged just under 30 trips to the foul line against the Eastern Conference teams. So, you know, it's tough to lose when you get so many easy points against your opponent.
Ariza with the bucket. And Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action, a competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, Clark. So this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
Here's Knight following the score by Trevor Ariza. Here's DonDizzz, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Well, Steve, a silver lining to last season for the Bucks, the surprising play of their rookie, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo.
You know, the youngest player in the NBA last season made a huge leap, and the potential is just incredible. The wingspan, the length, the speed. He has a chance to be special.
Here's Harden on the wing. He dishes it to Ariza. They get it back. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Knight kicks to DonDizzz. Can't hit. And
it's been decades since they've had a truly transcendent talent. It's still early, but the guy they call the Greek freak has that potential. I mean, at his size with his perimeter skills, the sky is the limit for Giannis.
And here is Knight after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. It's deflected. Here's Parker. And this group gives us a second look at the shooting guards leading their position in steals over the last 10 games. James Harden, number 1.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opponent's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up there on the steals list.
Yeah, he enjoys those challenges, loves them, as a matter of fact. I mean, he wants those tough assignments, and he is really active defensively, Steve.
Free throw good by Parker. And Parker drops them both. And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, this summer the Rockets lost Omer Asik, Jeremy Lin, and Chandler Parsons, but failed to add a big-name free agent. Coach Kevin McHale admitted, "We had a disappointing free agency, to be honest with you. We'll have flexibility next year, but flexibility doesn't score. You don't like to lose talent. That's always a tough save." Guys?
We'll see how they bounce back, Doris. Thanks. And the Rockets making a change here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Knight. 8 points for him. Parker outside. Screen by Sanders. Parker dishes to Sanders.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
The free throw drops for Larry Sanders. Well, one issue facing the Bucks in Milwaukee, the aging Bradley Center, built back in 1988. Both ownership and the league have said the team needs a new arena.
Yeah, agreed. They've looked for public financing. Unfortunately, after years of losing and lacking really any star power, the fan support has trailed off.
The Bucks making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Ariza goes in. Blocked. Parker outside. Here's DonDizzz. He's got 7. There's a good screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Then you look at the Bucks over the last couple of decades. They're in the bottom third of the league in wins and in attendance. Somewhat a catch-22 for Milwaukee. Without a new arena, they may lose the team, but the Bucks haven't had the kind of success that galvanizes support. And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
There's the dish to Dudley. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And now look at Brandon Knight here. He's been having a nice year. He's putting up 17 points a game, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game with the way he can score.
Yeah, you got to have players like him who can occasionally just take over the game with their scoring.
The Rockets trail. Harden the pass to Canaan. In the corner, Harden. Houston it around. Canaan kicks to Harden. Harden left side. For the tie. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Knight kicks to DonDizzz. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
This is to Ariza. All alone. Here's Black. Can't get it to go. Good D by Sanders. Milwaukee leading by 4. Knight dishes to Dudley. The feed now to DonDizzz. Papanikolaou. He's guarded by Dudley. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. That sends Trevor Ariza to the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Knight. A different look for Milwaukee. Pachulia, he's checked in for Parker. Bayless comes in for DonDizzz. And Nate Walters subbed in for Brandon Knight. And a change for the Rockets. Dorsey's checked in. Free throw drops for Ariza.
The Rockets, to me, are an emerging factor in the West. Not 100% sold on them being championship caliber, but I still think you've got to give that front office a lot of credit in terms of what they got out of the superstar tandem of Harden and Howard. I think it's a strong foundation of scoring and defense.
Here's Walters. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Rockets trailed by 3. Harden outside. And blocked. Kicks it out to Ariza. Out to the right wing. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Dudley. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break. It's tipped. Here's Canaan, averaging 9 points per contest. The pass to Papanikolaou. He feeds it to Dorsey. It's Ariza on the wing. Shot from 16. That's good. Ariza's got 15 points. Boy, the Rockets came out smelling like a rose, didn't they? Bringing in Howard, but some luck along the way, too. You remember the Chris Paul Lakers trade that was vetoed? And Steve, the Rockets would have gotten Pau Gasol in the deal.
And then not Dwight Howard because they wouldn't have had the cap room to absorb him. So really glad that in hindsight that deal fell through. Dwight Howard, the younger and more talented player. When you think about his comparison to Gasol.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now Sanders. He has 5. Pass to Walters. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bayless. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Cannon gets to Ariza. Here's Dorsey. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dudley, no luck.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Cannon, the pass to Papanicolo. Here's Cannon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Oh, trying for it.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Papanicolo, he's guarded by Dudley. Papanicolo, the pass to Cannon. Kicks it to Harden. Lets the 3 fly, and good on the basket. Book it. Harden's 9 points here in the second half. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Houston.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And the Bucks with some changes. John Henson's checked in for Pachulia. Ilyasova comes in for Larry Sanders. And it's Mayo in for Jared Bayless. And then for Houston, Garcia, he's checked in for Ariza. For James Harden. And it's Terry in for Isaiah Cannon.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Houston in the lead.
Well, last season, Jared Dudley was deemed to be a nice acquisition when he was traded to the Clippers. Back close to his hometown of San Diego. He's a veteran shooter, high IQ. Was expected to flourish next to CP3, but didn't quite play out that way. He struggled all season.
And for Dudley, the downturn in his numbers was really across the board.
Yeah, sometimes, Kevin, it's difficult when you change teams and you play with new players in a different style. So Dudley did not have a good year. I think this season he's looking to bounce back. Should be more comfortable in his environment, and he's looking for that bounce-back season.
Here's Walters. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Mayo drives in. Here's Walters, guarded by Garcia. Oh, break for the Rockets. Terry's got the ball, and that one's good. Daniels.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Shoots. Milwaukee with the rebound. Henson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Montezumas is checked in for Houston. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Walters. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. And Henson kicks to Walters. Shot clock at 5. Mayo, and that's for 2. Good on the leaner. Mayo's got 4 this quarter. Here we go with Jason Terry. 8 points for him. Tries to hit him. Shot denied. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this.
On Tap Monday, December 1st, Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Live from Verizon Center. Make sure to catch it.
We have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie and the truck, for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
The Bucks trail. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Garcia. He's out there with Montejunas, and it's Terry in at the point. Mayo dishing to Parker to take the lead. Gets pull it in.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Terry with it. Now Mayo defending. Terry the pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Outside Terry. They get it again. Pass to Daniels. Terry outside. Here's Black. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 6th rebound on the night. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Henson sets a screen for Knight. Looking for Mayo. He gets it there. That puts them in the lead. Mayo's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you...
All this energy. You're right, Clark. This and the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Rockets trailed by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And that one's good. Daniels. So it's the Bucks now. And here is Knight. Ilyasova, a screen on Terry. Knight kicks to Parker. And there's the foul. It goes on Francisco Garcia. And the Bucks with some changes. Larry Sanders is checked in for Henson. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And Middleton subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Houston also making some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Garcia. Harden comes in, and it's Cannon in for Jason Terry. And the dunk by Parker. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrated Steve is on this.
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Well, you know, not everybody was happy with Dwight Howard signing in Houston. The Rockets starting center, Amir Ashiq, was not shy about expressing his displeasure. You know, I think that hung over the team for a while. And it wasn't until late in the season that was kind of put to rest.
And early on last season, the Rockets tried starting Dwight Howard and Ashiq together, but it didn't last.
Well, it worked defensively, Kevin, but on offense, there just wasn't enough floor spacing. So from that point on, Kevin McHale would only use that combination against certain matchups. But for the most part, he went with a smaller format.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc. 6 to shoot. Parker dishes to Sanders. Goes back up. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. On defense, Houston. Sanders. kept alive. Here's Parker. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's the screen. Cannon, the pass to Black. Cannon kicks to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Black, and he misses the go-ahead basket. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Sanders sets the screen for Knight. He kicks to Sanders. Nobody near Parker. Gets a very good look and converts. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Now, here is Harden. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Canaan. Ariza goes in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Here's Middleton. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. The dish tonight. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Bucks lead by 4.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Timeout called. The Rockets have to like what we're seeing from Jabari Parker.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
Now, here is Harden. Cannon kicks to Moniunas. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Moniunas has got 5 points now this quarter. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Pulls up. And another basket for Milwaukee.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Cannon.
You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange, kind of, when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As you guys are talking about, the winds of change can stir things up in a hurry in the NBA, and the Bucks are hoping things can change for the better, Steve, just as fast.
Well, luckily, with the pick they got and the changes they made, I mean, they're in a much better position this year. The postseason still.
Now, here's second chance shot, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
I like the work they've been doing in the low post, too. I mean, we've seen a lot of points coming on the inside all day. What a stellar outing in this one for Sanders. He has 9 rebounds, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Black. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here is Knight. Right side, Mayo. Shoots. It's rebounded by Houston. Unis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's Harden with the drive. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Mayo against Ariza. The feed tonight. He dishes it to Parker. Parker, right side. And again, the Bucks miss.
I'm not sure why he's fading away. He could have gone straight up for that shot. He would have had a better chance of making it.
Houston moving the ball around. Sanders with the steal. Parker, a screen on Ariza. Antetokounmpo kicks tonight. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock is at 3. And here's Mayo from the arc. The Rockets pull it in.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Sanders with a screen on Ariza. Antetokounmpo, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
And so here is Houston after the basket by Milwaukee. Unis dishes to Harden. Shot from free throw range. Rebound by Parker. Bucks leading by 4. Knight with it. Pass to Sanders. Back to Knight. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You look at what Brandon Knight has done so far. He has 11 points and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
2 shots. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
And no mistakes there. A couple of good free throws to give them a little extra cushion.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 6. 1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Canaan, and he lays it straight in.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Now, here's Knight. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Sanders. Pass to Middleton. Feeds it to Knight. Parker, a screen on Harden. That's short off the rim.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Poked away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That couldn't have gone better for him. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off in style, and I like that type of aggressiveness.
I got to say, Clark, I didn't expect them to play it that way, but a great steal, and then they get out and run. Awesome.
Fires the 3. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Well, they're trying to come back here, but you've got to get a better look at the basket to get it done.
Now Knight passes it to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Parker. 6 to shoot. Ariza with the rebound. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Good! And now they trail by just 4. shot and game clock separated by 5, and he commits the intentional foul. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're in front by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so here is Houston. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Connects!
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
Harden inside the three-point line. Here's Black. Good.
Nice touch near the hoop.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
From deep, he buries it. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Well, Brandon, certainly a nice win, aided in large part by your ability to get your teammates involved. What is your primary focus?
Definitely just get my guys going a lot more and, try to be more of a playmaker. And, I enjoy, seeing getting guys going and them making shots off my passes.
I think they enjoy it as well, Brandon. Great job. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Knight.